This is West African Voice Network.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Newswave on West African Voice Network. I am Paul Camara. We begin the bulletin in Liberia as President Boakai suspends top government officials over Aseet declaration failure. Liberian President Joseph Boakai has suspended more than 450 senior government officials, including ministers, for failing to declare their assets to the country's anti-corruption agency. According to the presidency, the affected officials will be off work without pay for a month or until they submit the required declaration. President Boakai, who has vowed to strengthen the fight against corruption, stated that the officials' actions directly contradict his administration's commitments to accountability. He emphasized that by failing to declare their assets, they had violated the Code of Conduct for state officials, which mandates transparency in public service. Among those suspended are the Ministers of Education and Health, as well as special envoys for tourism and investment. The executive mansion staff working at the president's official residence and county administrative officials were also affected. The presidency reminded the officials that asset declaration is not only a legal obligation, but also a key measure to enhance transparency and restore public trust in government institutions. We now head to Gambia as authorities call for calm as fuel supply stabilizes. The Ministry of Petroleum, Energy and Mines have confirmed the availability of premium motor spirit (PMS) following a brief period of shortages across the country. A statement from the Petroleum Ministry announced the successful uploading of a tanker on 11 February, with distribution to service stations now underway. To further secure fuel distribution, a sea cargo has just been uploaded and exceptional land imports have been authorized. Additionally, authorities have granted a 1-week special allowance for land-based fuel imports to bolster supplies. According to the government, tanker trucks have already begun entering Gambian territory. Authorities are urging the public to avoid panic buying that unnecessary stockpiling could disrupt the return to normalcy. Moving now to Ghana, 150,000 Ghanaians to benefit from GHC 1.6 million EU humanitarian aid for cholera response. 150 Ghanaians to benefit from GHC 1.6 million EU humanitarian aid for cholera response. The European Union (EU) has allocated GHC 1.6 million in humanitarian funding to support communities affected by Ghana's ongoing cholera outbreak. The EU, in a statement, pledged the financial aid would support the Ghana Red Cross Society (GRCS) in providing essential relief, including chlorine for water purification, hand washing stations, and public health education initiatives. Today is World Radio Day. February 13, proclaimed by UNESCO as World Radio Day, serves as a reminder for the immense contribution of radio to our daily lives. As a platform that reaches a vast audience, radio remains one of the most accessible sources of information. To mark the occasion, we spoke with individuals to gather their thoughts on the significance of the day. Here is what they had to say.
The significance of radio has been so immense since its invention. It has shaped governance system. It has bring leaders on tools, and it has been a source of credible, factual information. And it caters for all, and it goes beyond boundaries.
World Radio Day signifies the importance of radio as a medium for communication and community engagement, as it's a cheaper way of receiving news firsthand. It has a global reach. Radio is one of the most accessible forms of media, reaching diverse populations across the urban and rural areas.
World Radio Day is significant because it's an opportunity for us to reflect on the crucial role of radio in national development and also in furthering our democracy as a nation.
The significance of World Radio Day is to celebrate radio in our society, because radio is one of the avenues and medium we use in disseminating information. When you want to hear breaking news, apart from print media and television, and now social media, radio is something that has been able to put people on their toes when it comes to the recent happenings
And in sports news, CAF announces host and group draws for 2025 Under-17 and Under-20 AFCON tournament. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, has officially unveiled the host nations and group stage draws for the 2025 Under-17 and Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON. The tournament will be held in Morocco and Ivory Coast respectively. The Under-17 AFCON will take place in Morocco, where the host nation have been drawn into Group A, facing Uganda, Tanzania, and Zambia. In Group B, Burkina Faso will face off with South Africa and Egypt. Defending champion Senegal will lead the way in Group C alongside Gambia, Somalia, and Tunisia, while Group D will feature Mali, Angola, Ivory Coast, and a second representative from UNIFAC. Meanwhile, Ivory Coast will host the Under-20 AFCON, where the home team have been placed in Group A with the UNIFAC representative, DR Congo, Ghana, and Tanzania. Group B is considered the group of death, featuring Nigeria, Egypt, South Africa, and Morocco. Group C includes Senegal, Zambia, Kenya, and Sierra Leone. CAF has yet to confirm the exact tournament date, but the winners and finalists of both competitions will earn spots at their respective FIFA Under-17 and Under-20 World Cups, representing Africa on the global stage. And that's all on Newswave on West African Voice Network. For more news from across the region and beyond, visit wavn.org. Stay connected with us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn at WAVN News, and on TikTok and YouTube at West African Voice Network. I am Paul Camara. Thanks for listening.